guys, and I'm back here with you guys. This is part 2 of the tutorial that you just watched, hopefully. It is on settings now, and basically UGM menus, how to create 3D menus as well as settings. So settings are now the part that we are working on. So sit back, enjoy, and hopefully you understand. Leave comments if you do not, or if something does not work for you. Built the lighting, and now that message no longer pops up. So now let's move on to options. Options are quite tricky. Because there's no such thing as like a blueprint there's no blueprint part that says, okay, on button press set the shadow quality to none. Well, if there is, I have not found it. So how are we going to handle this? We are going to do it the very simple way. So first things first, I'm going to add a text block. Actually, no, I'm lying. Okay, I'll keep the text block for now. I'm going to go to panel. I'm going to add a vertical box at 0, 0. Alright, then I'm going to move it 50, actually I'll move it 100 pixels, 100 pixels. Alright, now the text is going to go into the vertical box. This vertical box is going to be pretty big, so the size will be 500, no, it'll be bigger, it'll be half the screen by the whole by 600, a bit bigger actually. Let's go 4 by 700. Sorry guys, I'm trying to just find a nice, there we go, 900 is fine. Alright, so first things first, this is T options label. Okay, so this will now, I'm going to cover only the graphics options for now. I will make another tutorial with the sound options and maybe then control options as well. Alright, so now graphics options, they're going to in the middle. Now, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add another text box. We're going to set this as T shadow quality. Alright, shadow quality, shadow quality. Alright, now shadow quality is determined by the following. I'm going to quickly just pause the recording and get the page up for you guys and leave it in the description once again. Guys, I'm back with the page. So what we're going to do is we are going to clear here. Now, the scalability reference, this is a very nice page, by the way. It is the actual documentation. So there's actually quick settings and auto quality, whatever, that we can now set with a console command. So what we're going to do first is we are going to do let's do shadow quality. Alright, so since we're here, we set it up. So now shadow quality, the command for it goes, okay, so the shadow quality adjusts the quality of dynamic shadows in accordance with the settings found in base scalability.ini. The low setting is SG shadow quality 0 and epic, which is 3. So what we're going to do is we are going to create 4 buttons under the shadow quality. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this, add a tag there. Alright, save that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add buttons into this. Hold on, right, I forgot about that. So before we even add that text box, we're going to add a horizontal box. We're going to add that shadow quality into the box. Then we're going to add 4 buttons into this box as well. So button 1, copy. Oh shoot, nice, added a button in a button. Sorry about that. Paste, paste, paste. Alright, fill. Fill. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna add some padding to it so that it looks a little bit nicer. 5 pixels, 10 maybe. 10 should be good. 10 pixels. No, it's too much. Actually, it's fine. It's perfect. Just not on top. On top we can have 5. On the bottom we can have 5, and on the sides we can have 10. Alright, so now this is the shadow quality, so SQ underscore underscore, so it's button shadow quality of yeah, let's go low instead. Right, low. Next, let's get back to this command. Right, shadow quality. What we're gonna do now is we're just gonna select that text. It's easier. Copy. Medium. High. And epic. Alright, that is now the shadow quality buttons there. Now what you can do is you can obviously add a little bit of text to them. So this is now T underscore BSL low. Okay, so now I'm going to select this as text again, so we're going to have to copy it again, and then low. Add text to all of them quickly. Hi. Alright, next we're going to open, that one's done, so we can close that. Open this up. Medium. Sorry, I hate misspelling shit. Medium. Okay. Yes, actually, we're gonna have to change the padding on these buttons. Not 10 pixels each, but let's go for 6. Alright, perfect. Alright, now this will be high. This will be, oh, wait, that's it, that's right. Sorry, confused there. Epic. Alright, now this can be changed to epic. This can be changed to high and medium. Alright, so now we have now to set the names of each of the buttons as well as the text inside them. Now for the difficult part. Alright, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna create more of these, obviously, so that you can actually work with it from the top. Let's increase the shadow offset here. 2 and 2. So I'm just really looking for the padding here because I don't like it this way. So padding on top 5. Right, there we go, perfect. Save this, compile. Now, I'm only going to do the shadow quality in this tutorial, but the gist of it is exactly the same. So, we're gonna do a button. I'm gonna say, just change the colors again. All the buttons. There we go. We're gonna change the appearance of them, so they're gonna still be pink because it's a cool color to have them in. Well, it's purple now, but whatever. So that's normal. When they hover on, they will be red, and when they are pressed, they will be yellow. Alright, so we're going to stick with that same color scheme. Alright, so now on clicking low, you're going to go on clicked low. actually, while we're here, we can add all of the, no, okay, you can't do it at the same time. I was clicking on text, that's why. Okay, no, you're gonna have to do it separately. Right, the thing that I want to show you guys is how to add it to a save game, but I'm gonna have to move that to a different tutorial because I'm gonna run out of time. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna move these buttons close up, obviously, because we are working in the same kind of thing. Now what's going to happen is we are going to create a variable called shadow quality low. Okay, this is a string. Okay, now I'm going to create more than one of these. Yes, there's going to be 4 to 5. There we go. Okay, so low. Actually, let's change this to shadow quality. That's shadow quality. Low is low. Low one will be medium. Low 2 will be high. And low 3 will be epic. Alright, so now with all of these set, what we're going to do, actually, wait, I just realized what we can do. So we actually don't even need all of these. Give me a second, we do not need these, so that's fine. Alright, so now compile. Okay, so when you click low, what it's going to do is it's going to, sorry, I'm going to do all of this together so it's simple. Alright, so now when you click low, what it's going to do is it's going to make that SG shadow quality that we saw in the scalability reference. So we're going to say SG dot shadow quality. Then when you press low, we're going to press now space 0, but we're going to take everything from space up to 0 and we're going to copy it, paste it. 1 when you click medium, 2 when you click high, and 3 when you click epic. Save and compile. Now setting it is not going to do anything. What we now have to do is we're going to have to say command, we're going to type into command into the search bar and then say execute console command. Alright, now we will be using this project, by the way, for the save game tutorials. We're going to use it for all the tutorials in this series, I guess. Now what we're going to do is, because now we have set the shadow quality command, we can then say after whichever button you press, it doesn't matter, it will set that quality and then it will execute the shadow quality command. Alright, so now watch what happens. I'm going to press play and go to options, and now watch carefully the shadows out here and out here and maybe there. Okay, so something is going wrong. Guys, I have just figured out the problem. Watch what happens when I move the cube. Right, so because these things were baked, right, so they're not actually a static mesh. Right, they're not a dynamic mesh, they're just a plain static mesh. So that was the problem. It's because they were built into the game. So that's why the values were not changing when we were trying this execute console command. Alright, so now we're going to try this again, but this time I'm going to add a dynamic mesh. So the lighting has been rebuilt, and as you can see, there's no longer shadows here. So now the reason this was not working earlier, there's a shadow here still, but that is a pre-built shadow, so it's actually baked. So these shadows are now, these objects are now dynamic. So in game you can actually throw them around and move them around with a physics handle. But that means that they did not get a static shadow. The reason why we're doing that this way is because, for example, if we add a day-night cycle, we can have a shadow that actually moves with the object. So now watch, I'm going to go back into options. Now the shadow quality is actually on low, another word for off in this manner, but because we're going by the documentation, it is a little bit more tricky. So low shadow quality, medium, it actually creates some shadows now, but you see they're a bit jagged, they are not pure shadows. So let's quickly stop. I'm going to simulate it instead so I can move around in the scene. So as you can see, the shadows are a bit jagged. So now, but if I go to medium, alright, this is so low, there's no shadow. Medium, there's a little bit of shadow, but it's very jagged. High, it's a bit smoother, but still a bit tough on the edges. And epic, the difference between epic and high is the fact that the shadow quality is now complete and exactly where it has to be. It's not a creative decision of where it's exactly where it should be. It's projected, but this also uses a lot of your CPU power, your GPU power, sorry. So as you can see, the shadow quality is a very small shift, but there's an amazing difference. Right, so that's medium, low is off. Alright, so stop this. Then I think I should have time for about one more of these. So we're going to go back to options, go back to designer, and now we're going to take this horizontal box, we're going to copy it and paste it. Right, now the reason I did that is so that I can just do this, rename this a little bit to be, instead of shadow quality, we can do, let's see, what can we do? We can do, let's do texture quality. I haven't done texture quality before, so let's do some texture quality. So now I'm going to say texture quality, this button, sorry, this text, oh, exactly the same. I'm not going to rename the buttons this time, but you know exactly what you have to do, you know how to do that. It's just easier for you to remember what everything is. So now we're going to say on clicked. Okay, now while we're here, I'm going to make this details panel a little bit smaller, and then we're going to say variable, add another variable called texture quality. Alright, now exactly, I actually like to make a comment on the selection, say shadow quality, and once you get it to work, what I would advise you to do is to make that block green, and if you cannot get it to work, then make it red. And then you can also drop me a comment and I'll let you know if there's any way I can help you by fixing it. So now the text quality, we're going to set it to be sg dot capital T texture capital Q quality. Okay, and on low it will be 0 once again, because the values here is 0 to 3, 0 being low, epic, 3 being epic, and execute console command. There we go. Command would be texture quality. Alright, cool. Now I'm going to save, go back to designer and add medium. Click event. Oh, okay, that just decides to take it out of context there. We're going to make another set texture quality. Now instead of 0, we're going to change it to 1, and then we are going to add this execution pin here as well. Save designer, high, add 1. Okay, Okay, execute the command. Go here. Alright, back to designer. Just remember to change all the values. I know I haven't done it yet, but I will do it in a second. W, because sometimes you forget to change all the values and then you wonder what the hell, why is my thing not working. Alright, so now medium will be 1, high will be 2, and epic will be 3. Okay, now the cool thing about doing it this way, firstly, your commands actually stuck, so they stay exactly as is throughout the whole experience. That's the one way, because we're changing the values in the INI. Otherwise, if you're uncomfortable with that, I'll show you another way to save your options. Alright, so let's start with low quality settings for everything. As you can see, the chair just changed the texture type. Now, medium shadows and a medium texture quality will be looking a little bit like this, while there's a seeable difference if you look very closely at the texture here. Watch the difference between high and epic. It's very, very slight, and between high and epic it's almost invisible. That is why you might as well just put your shadow, your texture quality on medium, your shadows onto high, and then you're saving a bit of power with your CPU and GPU as well. Alright guys, that will be all for today. We will handle level select the next time, and the in-game menu also the next time. So as you can see, your shadow quality is kind of different throughout this, even though these are baked shadows. But if you look at your play, your shadow quality is a bit different. And there's no textures here, so it's not really texture based in this example. But yeah, actually I'll see how long this episode is before I decide if this is going to be it, but this is probably it. So I'll check you guys next time, and stay tuned, and like if this tutorial helped you, leave me a like, and yeah, maybe subscribe for future content. I do a few GTA videos, but right now I'm focusing mainly on my game development as well as Unreal Engine tutorials. I'm not that great with it, but I actually troll on the forums and I look around for people that need help and certain things I can help with. So if you do need help, just do leave a comment with the next video I should make, and I'll check you guys soon. See you later.
Cool.
Ciao.
Like I said, please do leave a comment in the description if you enjoyed the video or if it helped you, and leave a like at least. Well, kind of helps me out a lot. So yeah, if it helped you quite a bit, do leave me a message, or not a message, or leave a comment, leave a like, maybe even subscribe for future content. And if you need anything else, please do tell me. I'll be more than thankful.